All right, Jesus gave us the one important sign that would prove his claim, namely that he would come forth from the dead. You have shown historically that the evidence states that he did that. Now, people say, all right, we know that Jesus Christ claimed to be God, said that he would come forth from the dead, proving his claim, and he did, okay, according to the information. Now, what is the importance, and what should people do with that information right now that are listening?
Well, if Jesus rose again from the dead, the only reasonable conclusion is that he was the person he claimed to be. There are some people around, for example, a very fine and delightful Jewish rabbi by the name of Lapid, who says, yes, Jesus rose from the dead, but he was not God. He was a special prophet that God sent to the Gentiles. But surely if we want to know who Jesus was, we're going to have to listen to him. If he rose again from the dead, he's in the best position to explain this. We can't take an explanation of someone who hasn't gone through this experience. And Jesus says, I rose again from the dead because I'm God. And therefore, we are, it seems to me, compelled to move in that direction.
All right, summarize where we've come from in terms of this information. Where did we start, and where have we come to, and where are we moving with this?
All right, we began checking out the New Testament documents to see if they sustain the value historically necessary to get a clear picture of Jesus Christ. We found that they did. And we discover that the Jesus of these documents presents himself as no less than God. He rises again from the dead to prove that that's exactly the person he is. And that comes from the most solid eyewitness testimony. There are no philosophical ways to rule out the miraculous. And if we take the same kind of solid legal evidence that we have to use in courts of law, we will find that this moves us directly toward the cross of Christ. We find ourselves compelled by Jesus' successful conquest of the power of death to make an absolute decision about this. This is a decision, one with the absolute decisions that we make every day of our lives, and based on better evidence than most of the decisions